What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to, I don't even know where I'm going today. It's called Straya Flea.
What flea?
Straya.
It seems to be some sort of vintage market. From the little I know about them, it looks like they might tour Australia and put on these little markets. I found out about it from Pure Comics, who I follow on Instagram. They made a post. They're going to have a stall there. I follow them on Instagram, and I've also bought books from them on eBay. And I got the day off, so I thought I'd go check it out. So come along for the ride. Let's do this.
Straya. G'day.
So the market was located in the heart of Fitzroy, where it's a pain in the ass to park, but as you can see, I've got a pretty sweet parking spot. You can see the place in the rearview mirror. There I am, looking handsome as ever, ready to go. This is the outside of the building where they had the event. I don't know if you guys ever take the time to admire my beautiful panning shots. There's the logo of the place. It was $10 entry, but because I showed up at 1 o'clock, entry price went down to $5, so half price. So my first thought when I walked into this place was, oh no, what have I walked into? Where are all the toys and comic books? I know you guys are probably thinking I'm bagging the event, but I'm not. I was fully aware that there was going to be a lot of vintage clothing, and that was going to be a big part of the event. They even had a DJ pumping out beats, so it was a pretty lively event. But yeah, it was a 90% clothing. Hey, look, pop culture stuff. That's a pretty badass tube telly there. Most of the vendors that had pop culture related stuff was mostly retro gaming. That seemed to be the vibe at most of the tables that weren't selling clothing. Here's a lot of games, PS4, PS3. One of my favorite games of all time, GTA 5. More games here. A lot of the tables actually had some Pokemon cards, along with VHS. VHS actually had a pretty strong presence amongst the non-clothing stalls. Here's some more retro games. There's some Beetlejuice. Now this box here had Star Wars and Return of the Jedi on VHS. I thought about buying them, but they were missing Empire. If he had the lot, I would have bought them all. Here's some more Nintendo goodness. Those Yoshi slippers are pretty dope. Speaking of slippers, here's one for all you shoe guys. And then I came across the table that I'd been looking for. So this stall here belonged to a couple called Pure Comics. I actually follow them on Instagram, and they actually have an eBay store that I've purchased from before as well. So it was actually very lovely to meet Josh and Keely in person. They were like some of the loveliest people you'll ever meet. And the rest of the day was basically spent going through their table. I pretty much went through it from front to back, left to right, everything. They had comic books, they had loose figures, and their comic books were very unique. Josh said to me he didn't bring any Marvel or DC. It was all underground indie stuff. So that stuff you can go through all day because you're just finding stuff that you've never really seen before. So I really enjoyed going through their boxes. They even had this tub of Sanrio stuff that Sarah would have loved if she was with me. All kinds of stuff in there. Very cool. Cinnamon roll. I know that one. See, I'm a Sanrio guy. There's some Pop Mart, it looks like, figures. Cool collectible vintage glasses. Pure Comics just really made my day. This interesting book here that has a big dong on it. Again, just all kinds of interesting titles that you don't normally see in your usual comic fairs. This Spider-Man clock was pretty dope. So yeah, Josh and Keely's store, Pure Comics, absolutely made my day and made this event worth going to. They also had these really cool vinyl records with comic book art, comic book covers. Yeah, super cool stuff.
All right, I'm done. I'm going to do something a bit different today. Normally, I go home and show you guys what I got. I'm just going to do it in the car. I just left the place. It was interesting. Obviously, there was a lot of clothes, vintage clothes, retro clothes, shoes, everything. That's not really my scene. I'm not very a fashionable guy. So I was a little bit lost in that sense. Most of the pop culture related stuff was mostly video games and stuff, I'm sure. I got some footage of some of the other tables. So really, Pure Comics, I was able to meet Josh and Keely in real life, which is very cool. I've been in contact with them on Instagram before. I bought books directly from them, as well as their eBay store. And obviously their stall had the most interest for me. So they had a lot of comic books, just random loose figures, and just all kinds of cool stuff. So I did pick up some stuff. Now Josh did mention, obviously with the comic book stuff, he mostly brought kind of underground indie stuff. So it wasn't the usual type of stuff that you would normally see at just your usual comic fairs with your Marvel and DC and stuff. So I did pick up some stuff. Firstly, he gave me this, I actually forgot what he said. It was free explicit content. I'm going to jump all over that. This is some like newspaper. It's free, but a lot of like indie artists and stuff like that do like little comic strips in there and stuff. So he said that's worth checking out. Take one of these. So I was like, for sure, I'll have a look at that. So that's super cool. I can't remember where you said it was from, if it was Europe or US or where, but that's cool. I snagged one of those. So Josh's wife Keely was nice enough to give me some freebies, some Pure Comics swag, I got a sticker there, and I also got a pin, so that's super cool. These guys, I mean, when you got pins, you've made it, right? I mean, I've got pins and I guess I haven't made it, but super cool. Thank you for the freebies, guys. So yeah, check them out. I'm going to leave a link to their Instagram in the description below. They also do sell on eBay as well. So this is what I picked up. I picked up some things for Sarah. They had a tub of like Sanrio stuff, and I was like, perfect, I can buy a gift for Sarah. So I got her a little cinnamon roll devil. I have no doubt she's gonna love this. So I picked that up for Sarah. And then I picked this up. It was only $5 for these 2 coins. Now Sarah actually collects coins. It's something that she picked up from her grandfather. Her grandfather was a big coin collector. Yeah, Sarah also collects coins. So I bought these 2 Batman coins for $5. Now, just before I actually purchased them, I realized why it's probably a bit cheaper than I would expect. But one of them is in this plastic casing, but the casing is actually damaged. You can see there, but that's all good. The coin is still good. So I don't know what coin it is. Batman 2014, 1 ounce silver coin. So I got that, but it also has just another cool little Batman coin in there as well. So I might tell Sarah, you can pick which one you want and I'll keep the other, but that's cool, Batman coins. And then I just picked up 1 comic book. He had a few things I actually kind of wanted, but I didn't have a lot of money to spend today. So I bought a Cherry Pop-Tart book. I don't have any thing from this kind of title or genre, but this is a famous Cherry Pop-Tart bondage cover. So he had that in his boxes. He had all kinds of I guess more adult lewd sort of type stuff. There was a whole section of Cherry Pop-Tart stuff. There was actually another cover that I really liked where she's all dressed up in like this metal outfit, like with, you know, leather jacket and studded wristbands and stuff. But I had to get this one. It's a classic bondage cover to go into the bondage cover collection. And that's pretty much it. I'm glad I made the trip out here. I guess I say I didn't know what to expect, but at the same time, I did follow Straya Flea's Instagram last night and had a look into the page. And I guess I did know there was going to be a lot of clothes and stuff like that too. But I'm glad Pure Comics, Josh and Kelly were there, because that really, they had everything that I was looking for. And it was really nice to chat to those guys. They're really lovely people. So yeah, I've got the link to Pure Comics Instagram page. They do sell books and they do have quite the collection of stuff. So check them out on Instagram. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching this video, I appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.